Jump out the ride, get slappy, tappy, hoping that says don't grab me.
It's terrifying. I mean, what you're seeing on TV is a good taste of it, but to see someone in front of you that's covered head to toe, you can see only their eyes. You have no idea what they're gonna do next. We can't negotiate with these people. We cannot take a middle approach. There must be a hardline approach. If you violate the rules laid out in the Student Code of Conduct, you shall face the consequences.
Semitic chaos at Columbia University prompting the White House to take action. ICE agents arresting protest leader Mahmoud Halil. His attorney says the administration is moving to cancel his green card. Maya Sulkin is a Columbia graduate. She is a reporter and assistant editor for.
Well, finally, they're being held accountable for all these rioting and all these, hate speech and all these pretty much violent protesting, because freedom of speech is one thing. Violent protesting and threatening with violence and actually doing violent stuff against Jewish people, that's a different thing.
For the Free Press, and so good to see you in person.
His
attorney says ICE's arrest and detention of Mahmoud follows the U.S. government's open repression of student activism and political speech, specifically targeting students at Columbia for criticism of Israel's assault on Gaza. Now that's his.
Yeah, such a repression. Yeah, Gaza is so free and independent, and you can go and protest on behalf of Israel in Gaza, right? In behalf of America, not even Israel. I'm pretty sure that's going to go really well if you protest or insult Islam or their God in any way, shape, or form in Gaza. Try to do that. Try to protest. And the queers, oh my God, the queers for Palestine, that's the best ones.
Attorney, how do you see it?
Thank you so much for having me. Listen, this is someone who has been the engine behind so much of the violence that we have seen on campus since October 7th. And so no one is telling Khalil and students like him that they cannot peacefully protest or even say things that we disagree with. But what is happening is violence, it is harassment, it is trespassing, it is causing thousands of dollars in property damage and sending public safety officers to the hospital. So we are not talking about free speech anymore. We are talking about crimes.
You graduated from Columbia, so you're very familiar with this. There is the head of the Columbia Jewish Alumni Association said every American citizen should be concerned when students are encouraging terrorist activities on U.S. soil. I agree. Was he encouraging terrorist activity? Or was he just protesting Israel?
I mean, listen, in Milbank Hall just a few days ago and in Milstein Library,
I'll answer that question. Of course, they're incentivizing terrorist activity by protesting on behalf of Hamas, supporting a terrorist organization, Hamas, burning U.S. flags, saying death to America, saying they're going to destroy Israel. From the river to the sea is a slogan that incites violence. The Antifadas or all of these nonsense dreams, if they're right or not, is still a dream.
3 days ago, he was handing out flyers from the Hamas media outlet, which is not an exaggeration, literally the Hamas logo on these flyers. Wow. I mean, these are people that call October 7th a glorious day. They are carrying Hamas flags. If that is not espousing terrorist activity, I really do not know it is.
I wanted to ask you about this because over the weekend, I think it was Friday, the Trump administration canceled $400 million in federal funds. Here's what John Fetterman, the senator from Pennsylvania, supporter of Israel, said. Columbia let...
And you go to America or to Israel to study and stuff, and you still inciting violence against those countries, from those countries.
Anti-Semitism run amok to cater to lunatic fringe and paid provocateurs. Leadership allowed those a-holes to take over the campus and terrorize Jewish students. Now Columbia pays for its failure, and I support that. What did you hear about this? Was it a wake-up call for Columbia that maybe there's a monetary cost to what they're doing?
Listen, I mean, I think this is very much a follow through on the threats they have gotten. I think it for sure came as a surprise, but like the senator said, I mean, the federal government has no obligation to pay American tax dollars to an institution that is violating the civil rights of its students, and that is what happened. And in fact, they have an obligation to not pay an institution that is violating the civil rights of its students.
Columbia's got a lot of money. It's got a huge endowment. If the government takes $400 million away from your former school, now being an alum, what's the impact on Columbia, Maya?
Honestly, this is one, it's a message, and two, as you said, there's an enormous endowment. They have $5 billion in government funding, and so
They have $5
really
billion.
this is about professors not being able to conduct the research they're able to conduct. It's about not attracting the top talent because the school will no longer be able to provide the
One
kind of
university,
funding,
one
the kind of
Democrat
benefits
elect
that
that's
universities
trained
with
at the
federal
university
funding can
has
provide.
$5 billion.
Did you always want to go there?
I did.
Was it like a dream?
probably
Yeah.
And so what do you think about it now?
I have enormous
5 or
shame,
10
to be completely honest. I
African
mean,
countries have
yeah, I mean, I fought really
for
hard for the things that Jewish students are fighting for on campus for 4 years.
Probably 20
I really empathize. I know people who have left campus for what they've had to face. And so I see this as a long, long overdue wake-up call for the administration.
Well, they've taken action, and we'll see what follows here. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so
love
much for
seeing
having
you.
me.
Thank you,
Good
Maya.
stuff.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being
Nice to see you guys.
That ping that, no respawn when I swing
Finally,
that,
Trump
ying that.
is
One
taking
eye closed when I
action
zing
on
that,
this.
zing that. Best play that always spin back, get back. Bad man ting, don't take no chit chat. But I'm known for the
You're
blick
saying
that,
you're
blick that.
gonna
Everything red when I
you
get
hate
back, get back.
America,
Cool gon' fire when I press
you
that, let
support
that.
a terrorist organization from the river to the sea, and you burn the U.S. flag, and you threat with violence. And what do you expect? It was taking too long, actually, for somebody to do something. That somebody is the Trump administration. That something is called the protestor. It's called, right, you hate us? Start with, you're not even a citizen? Get out of here. You're a student? Get out of here. You're a refugee, saying that you're running from Hamas, and then you come here and protest on behalf of Hamas and the Taliban, and the Houthis,
Kolon havet nuk po nalet Këdrane mojnane Prasë meksikane Ulle Trude Ose vave I go pants off from England to France Midis to France Got the washer don't push in
you like
advance You can tell a
American,
gunman from the stance Listen little man you
I
better
mean,
listen to the
American,
dogs
not the
Stepping out in
US,
red the black
American
London then we
entire
get
country.
back Yes we get
Even
back
South
Yes she throws it
Seven.
back If it don't clap Then I set her back In the
North
dance I ain't boogie va ma hodiak
Or
Bien cocaína Pi Puerto Rica Man enjoy hoodin Sirapa Benita Señorita Con la mamacita
Glad somebody's
Mamacita
taking
Con la
action
señorita
on this.
Lik tuta Si prostituta Vescene kombinon me booste kucha
They wanna
Kryset
call, they don't
lufta
wanna
Se kujsit utna Gjalli
be
fillonit
free
Beru
and
me
they
pluma I kolon havet Nuk po nalet Shkodrane mojnane Basse meksikane Ulle Ose vave All I want is money If I'm looking bummy Don't approach me dummy Run up if you're bad Had a man scream mummy He don't want it from me nah He don't want it from me You're not no bad man Shut up all the handbag Pussy boy Run up if you're bad Man hit bang bang I fall for the 3-2 That spins like it needs to The bullets go straight through Nothing ain't saving you She a bad breeder She looks Asian Light skin,
Great
dark
news
skin She
today.
Jamaican For the other side they speak to the bacon Dressed in black Looking like a raven When the beef gets hot They're evaporating They're contemplating These bullets deflating Tell the other side Stop conversating Keep the talk for the road The gang be waiting Vi kollar en havet Nuk på nalet Kodrone mojnane Basse mexikane Ulle Trude